to see the nature, to see the space. I'm feeling liked, more liked.
It's important because yesterday was a low day, right?
Yes.
And today
Yes.
is higher. It's important because you wake up and you told me I'm very high, and what did I told you? I told you it's waves, it's ups and downs, you know? It's ups and downs. And you told me maybe because yesterday you felt a bit low, then today you feel a bit higher, right?
Yes.
So I think it's very important, even we are very happy, to remember this is like a temporary state, which is okay to understand that everything is temporary. But it's also very, very important to remember when we are in a low space, to remember this is also temporary. And we all know this sentence, this too shall pass, you know? So even if it's good or bad, you know, everything is temporary. This makes life way more easier, I think, and you suffer less.
But it's not simple to remember this, because when you are in this state, you don't remember. You just suffer. You have pain, okay?
It's so true. I remember also yesterday I suffered. I really suffered. I wanted to be angry. I wanted to suffer. I wanted to fight. Really. I gave attention to this pain body, to this entity in me that really wants to the whole world to go crazy, you know? Just let it attention. Don't fight it. Just give it attention and noticing it there, and it vanished after really a few seconds.
Yes, yesterday I feel pressure. Also when we go in the market. Why? Also you have a pressure.
Yes, I did.
You think also the person...
Yes, he was in pressure. He wanted to go. Our
maybe
guide that came with us, our driver guide, he wanted to go. He didn't want to stay because he had to go back to the hotel to fix some stuff.
Yes, I feel this. I feel he is not in present, because when we try to buy some fruit, he is want just to go, just fast, and this is suffer. It is the suffering.
For you or for him?
Also for him.
For him. Yeah, he was suffering. But that's what we schedule, you know? So on the one hand, even if there is people around you that are stressed, this is a good question. For me, I'm always like, I'm acknowledging it. Listen, sorry. We're here now. We will finish it in like 15 minutes. That's what I told him. Don't worry. But it's very important to separate yourself from the stress that he has.
Yes.
When we came back, it was not in stress. He didn't do so much, right? He went even to walk.
Yes.
So what is the lesson? Stress is just an illusion, you know? No?
Yeah, it's illusion, because you think, because you are inside your mind.
Yeah, but it did affected us. We were both in stress.
Yes.
Right? But I tried to separate. I succeeded a bit, but it was not easy.
Yes.
Okay, I want to continue chapter number 4 in A New Earth, and like I do in the other episodes, I bring quotes, beautiful quotes from the book, and we talk about them. And there is a really amazing quote from chapter number 4. Okay, I will read it, and then we can talk about it. Many may be technically good at what they do, but their ego constantly sabotages their work. Only part of their attention is on the work they perform. But their ego demands personal recognition and wastes energy in resentment if it doesn't get enough. And it's never enough. This is my favorite part. It's never enough. So many people, actually I had it also when I was intern in the Ministry of Justice in Israel. I had a boss, And I really wanted recognition. I really wanted like feedback, even good or
Yes.
bad. I wanted the feedback on my work, because
Okay.
I worked so much and so hard. But sometimes my boss just took it and didn't say a word. Doesn't matter if it's good or bad. It didn't say a word. And for me, it was really harmful, like very painful. There is a famous research that said they took two groups of people, okay, students, and one of them, they told them to take a test, okay. They pay them to take a test, and after the test is finished, the students saw the professor just take the papers, don't even read them, and throw them away. each
Okay.
each one each student finish, give the paper to the professor. He takes it, doesn't look at it, throw it in the trash. That's the procedure. The other group, same thing. They give him test, they put them, and the professor, and then they give the test to the professor. The professor looks at the paper and then put it away in the trash. Just look it for a few seconds, put it away. And then they ask the students, they would like to do the experiment again, get paid. It's important to say also, and do it again. The most of the students from the first group said no, we don't want,
It's a normal this.
because we have to have some feedback. But
Yes.
here it says something important, okay? So I'm kind of contradict a bit, but I will explain. Here it says when a person do something, some kind of art. Let's say we're doing this podcast, yes, and we
Yes.
always care about. Let's say I don't, and we're working on it also. But if we always think about the success and how many people will listen to it and how much will I gain from it, or all this kind of, or how will people will look at me and see me, and how can I look good, and how can I perform, and just like yeah. So then we sabotage the work. We're not in a flow
Yes.
mode. We're not in the moment. We're not present. So this can really sabotage your work. This is the biggest thing from this quote. Be careful from the ego. It can sabotage. If you always search for the feedback, you will suffer, and you will let other people suffer as well.
I think about if we do some art, we need approbation. I need this now.
Feedback, you mean?
Feedback. It's like one child wanna draw some things and they
Yes.
need approbation, feedback with the parents. I remember this. It's just to see the art, just see, and you are satisfied. But if your parents see, it's very good, but don't see, you feel pain.
That is so important. But I will tell you that like it's very important also as a parents, just like a side note, not to say, wow, this is amazing on every draw that your child gives you. If the child, like, just for 2 seconds throws something on the paper, to say it's good, wow, it's amazing, it doesn't give the child anything. You should
Yes.
give him good feedback if
True,
you see
true.
some investment,
Yeah.
some time that he invested and he draw. But you're right, the feedback is very important. But it's very important to draw a line. Like our favorite, like I think right now, my favorite artist, let's say, are the ones that really don't give anything about feedback. I think Winter and Tino is that my biggest favorite, but it's really, I admire his work because it's very special. His movies are very different. Kill Bill or Pulp Fiction, all these kind of movies, they're very special. They're very different because he went his own way. He doesn't care about feedback. Will it get Oscar or not? He did his art. He liked what he do, and he likes to
Yeah.
watch his movies as well. He said, "I like to watch my movies because I make movies that I want to watch."
It's not simple this because sometimes if I think about myself, if I make one movie, maybe I'm bored to see my creation because I know all aspect of my
Mm.
movie.
So okay, so you don't want to watch your own creations, but how do you
Mm.
separate your ego? How can you make an art without thinking, oh, what people will say, or what will I gain from it, or I want a feedback from people? How can you just like be very present with the art,
I
just to be
f-
present with the work.
I think if you really like some things, you don't take care about
Oh, that's a good one.
the other
That's
people.
the secret. If you really like to do something, this will make it easier for you. You don't need the feedback.
Imagine to one
That's good.
child don't want to go to play football, but the father like football. Okay, the child don't play for fun, but just for the father.
Yeah, that will not last.
Yeah,
Or it will last, but it can be also successful, yeah. But in some point, yeah, somebody will suffer, yeah.
yeah.
What do you like to do, Fabio? What is your favorite stuff that you don't think about feedback? Just do.
Walk in the nature. I don't take care about the person.
Walk in the nature, and let's say, like, do you create something? When you create something, is there something that you create that you don't think about others?
I need the approbation.
You need some
Yeah,
feedback.
if you want really the truth, if I create
Approbation. What is approbation, Fabio? You say it a lot. You mean feedback, right? Just
feedback is not the same, no?
maybe I am not familiar, but feedback
Okay,
is okay.
feedback. I need also feedback. When I create some things, I need also feedback.
But it's so strange when you fast and you create and you find out stuff. You don't care about feedback. You know this is the truth for you. You know you fast and discover this water gives me this, this vegetable or fruit give me this. I don't need the feedback for that. I'm very present. I know what I'm doing.
After finishing the creation, yes, it's like when you have a sand, okay, and you create some things. When you are in the process, you are in the present. You appreciate so much, but after, if the people around you see your creation, is satisfied. Is this?
It's satisfying, but it's also being okay. It's very important what you say. While you were doing it, you were present. You don't care about the feedback, but at the end, when you start to eat, actually you finished, yeah. You want the feedback, and actually, let's be precise, yeah. You want the good feedback, right? You want good feedback because if it's bad, it's
if
not
it's bad,
nice.
I detach my emotion
You detach.
for don't suffer. But it's not important the feedback for me. It's important
Just to see.
just the person see my creation.
That's a good
It's
one.
just is.
I want people to see me. Oh, that's a good one. That's like you can summarize like
Recognize
exactly.
I am in this life.
Oh wow. Why do we need that, Fabio?
I think we need this.
It's so funny because you know Eckhart Tolle said, when you look at a flower or a tree and you're really amazed by the beauty of this creature, yeah, the tree and the flower acknowledge its beauty also because of you. You know, so amazing.
Exactly. It's beauty
Oh my
because you are
God.
you.
You acknowledge.
Yeah.
So
If you are not
yeah.
there, you can. There is no flower. You are the universe.
If you are not there, there is no flower.
Yes.
So okay, that's a big. So actually, we do need feedback from people, right?
Yes. I think yes.
Okay, just don't put it so much like space in your work, you know. No, but I really truly think like if you work and you do something passionately and you really focus on the work itself and you don't care about the ego, you work hard. I don't think you need to work hard. You just work, you know, because if it's something that you like and you're very focused, I guess you don't work so hard. You just really like to do whatever you're doing. So my actually I will say, don't don't wait for the feedback. Don't put the effort outside. Put it like in whatever you're doing right now. And I believe we all know, right? When you are so passionate about your stuff, it will resonate with other people, and you will
Yes.
get the good feedback that you need. You don't need to wait for it. You don't need to search for it, because you can suffer a lot and you can spend so much energy that you could put it into the work. Instead, you put so much energy for the outside, and you welcome a lot of suffering. So I think it's a very important lesson. I also remember that it was hard for me, but I also need to learn, never give people that power,
Yes.
to make me happy or sad or to suffer. If a person doesn't want to give me a feedback, I can ask him, can you give me? And I did actually, and he did give started to give me a feedback, which was a good that was a good relationship there. But I have to say, like, yeah, you can ask, but if it doesn't work, okay, and if you don't get feedback, don't be focused on it. Be focused on your work. You know what is good. Usually, you know what is good, and you can get a feedback later. Yeah, but you don't put so much energy or emphasize on this. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I continue because this is a really nice like quotes that I hope that I like. I'm like, wow, if I had them before, I knew them a bit before. I really did know them before, but I will read them. It's also connected to this. The ego doesn't know that your resentment of another person's success reduces your own chances of success. Wow.
Reduce.
Your own chances of success.
Yes.
In order to attract success, you need to welcome it whenever you see it. This is so important. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
Fabio? If you resent the success of the other person, you don't welcome success. Many people know that. I think it's very known these days, but it's not easy to do,
Mm.
you know? Envy can creep inside you so easily, but I learned it the hard way, And since I was young, I learned it the hard way, because I remember when I resented, I suffered so much, and also I was like, nothing good came out of it. But when I changed it, I don't know. I really changed it. I didn't know Tolle, didn't know no spiritual stuff. I really started to be really happy for anyone. So I suffer less, because I was so sensitive, and every like emotion was so hard for me. So I immediately changed it. And every time I saw something good happens for someone, I was genuinely happy for this person. And actually it's open doors for you for success. It really does, because you're not focused about when you think about the world as so many options, so many abundance. You don't not so envy. There is enough for all of us.
Yes.
Is there, Fabio, enough for all of us?
I think yes.
Mm-hmm.
If there is no, the universe change for make this.
Produce more.
Yes.
Interesting. So why are people are poor, and so many people are hungry? I think it's because of the greediness. Because it's the ego. So greedy for more, never enough, I want more and more and more. This is why we see like, such successful people like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, which I do respect. They did a lot of stuff, and they invented a lot of beautiful and great stuff. I don't know about beautiful, but great stuff. But they still create. They still want to earn more, they still want more money.
Yes.
Why? It's also part of the ego. Okay, I'm the richest, one of the richest person in the world, and yeah.
But without this person, we can't innovate this planet.
Without
I
him,
think
we can. It just will go to other person.
other person, but other person become Elon Musk, and we have in the same situation.
Yeah, exactly.
So the money, I think the rich person have money because they need money for create this stuff.
Yeah, the universe will give money to whoever makes more changes in the world. Make more. Like, he is going towards the way the universe wants, right?
Yes.
Makes sense, no?
Yes, makes sense.
If it doesn't work, the money will not stay with this person. If the person uses this money for for bad actions, karma will come back, like there will be consequences.
And what about the bad person? Use them is rich, okay,
Yeah.
but use for bad reason. Why the universe give a
So my point of view is that even if bad person, let's say, I'm not sure if it's bad or not. I don't
okay?
know what is bad, but
Yes,
let's say I think he's doing really enough good stuff, okay, that we are not aware of, like provides so many works and so many money for specific people, which for the universe it's important for him that these people have money, okay. So I think he's doing some good that we're not able to see, But let's take the worst example, okay? Hitler, okay? He
okay,
became a chancellor of Germany and he had some money, I guess. But it was so intense, so harmful that the universe gave a force, like a force against it, and eventually it failed. Okay, it produces so much suffering and so much pain on so many people, right?
yes,
But it failed in the end. But when there is a person for a long, long time, I think maybe there is something that connected to the universe. And also, to be honest, wow, this is a hard thing to say. I don't know what to say, but every experience, I guess, there is a reason for every experience. Maybe the suffering that happens in the Second World War II had to awaken the whole world,
yeah.
from the madness that we've been to.
Also the COVID, if you think maybe is bad, but we need it is for make new.
So much new change after COVID.
After COVID, it changed so much, so much.
Like we are now doing a podcast in Africa. I think it's because of the COVID. I started my podcast in COVID.
Oh wow,
There was a push. I could
push.
not resist. It's so funny. I didn't care. And I'm such a shy person. Probably you don't have any idea. To talk about my feelings or whatever, or even to show myself. It's not easy for me all my life. Like, you know? But then I just like, it was such a big force. I could not like resist. I was just like, okay, I'm going to do some podcast and I'm going to talk.
Wow. How is your first episode?
What?
Your
What?
first episode, your feeling
It was so easy.
easy.
It was
Okay.
easy. It's so strange. No, I mean, like easy looking back. It was fun.
Okay.
It was fun. I interviewed a mentor, which I know, about cold showers, about all these kind of new habits that he has that I really admire. And it was such a good episode, such a good conversation. Yeah,
You believe in cold shower?
I do. I do it every day. I truly
Okay.
do. It's good for your hair. It's good for your skin. It's good for your health. It's good for your blood circulation. Yeah, everything. I really do. But it's not easy, especially in Europe, cold Europe, or Norway or Iceland even. Oh my God, in
Yes,
Iceland.
many people called also in Russia is most is popular
In
to
Russia.
yes.
I tell you why, Fabio. Especially this morning, I did a cold shower, and I realized when I do cold showers, I don't think. I really don't think. I have some minutes when I'm really focused on the moment. I'm really like feeling the cold on my body. That's it. I don't think, and I'm so grateful because I'm overthinker. And on mind, the mind does not stop to challenge me and give me so much thoughts. I'm working like 24/7. Like I feel like I'm working so hard in that aspect. Like I don't stop thinking. And when I have this kind of little habits like cold showers or meditation, scanning my body, it helps me a lot.
Yes. Also for me, change my life. I remember when I begin to cold shower in the morning, I'm more focused. It's like to wash some emotion becomes in the night, because in the night some aspect of you is negative. It becomes negative, okay, and the cold shower wash this.
It's so interesting. Wow, I think always there is some negative emotions that arise in the night. Always.
Is the unconscious, is the dream. Sometimes you don't have a good dream. The best things is when you wake up, cold shower for remove this.
It's true. And it's really, you get used to it. In the beginning, you do it for a few seconds, then a little bit more, a little bit more. It's just like a process. Then you do it for 2 minutes, 2.5, whatever, even more. I, I have to say, like in Iceland, it was such a good experience. I really felt the cold water there. It's really cold. Also in Germany, it was amazing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes, the best is when you do cold shower and your skin is red. This is the best.
Oof, I know what you mean. Oh
Okay.
my, that's really cold.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, we continue. My stomach is making the noises. I don't know, because of the bananas, I think. Banana later. Okay. People unknowingly, okay, sabotage their own work when they withhold or help or informing. Okay, sorry. People unknowingly sabotage their own work when they withhold help or information from others. That's really important. Sabotage their own work when they withhold help or information from others. The ego doesn't know that the more you include others, the more smoothly things flow and the more easily things come to you. I truly believe that. You understand, Fabio?
No.
So some people, it's very common in the universities, competitive universities, workplaces. People like withhold information, that don't give you information, don't give you all the details, don't tell you, we have now meeting at 4, you should join, it's very important, you can learn a lot,
Okay.
You don't, because they don't want to, they want to withhold help or information, sabotage
Okay.
even. But they sabotage their own success. They really do. They are not open to the universe and the many possibilities. They stay in their own little space. There is some cases of people who are very successful, I guess, but and they withhold, or they're very private. They don't share because they're very, I don't know. They think, but I think the the meaning of success for them is not as big as it could be. Because when you really open yourself and you really share, you open yourself so much, and you invite so much wealth into your life. I don't know why I'm going back to Oprah Winfrey, and the one example that I remember from her story is she really believes that, like, when you give, you get. And she was the first person to give her employers, the highest salaries in television.
Okay.
In television, she said, I didn't get enough, and my team will get the most. Okay, that's why she had the best team,
Wow.
and that's why she's so successful, because she gave more. She didn't think about it so much. She gave easily, because everything that you give comes back to you. This is the law of physics. Everything
Yeah.
that you put out also in the world, you put negativity, it will come back to you. You put positivity, it will come back to you.
So you think if you want to have success in your life, you need to share.
Yes.
Is
Yes.
for me, before I think no. I think you need to keep your project and build your project until finish. After you share.
It's so interesting. I don't remember, but Survivor, the TV show? They put
Okay,
like 20
yes.
people in an island,
And,
and one of them wants.
naked. These people.
No, not naked. Fabio, this
Okay.
is a different show.
Okay.
Survivor. It's run, I think, for 25 something years. It's a TV show when 20 people go to an island, and the last survivor gets $1 million. And every episode, the friends of the island kicks you out if they don't like you, whatever,
Yeah,
or you're a
okay.
threat. They kick you out. And the creator of the show, Mark, I forgot his family name, Mark something. He, I remember that he had idea. He had idea, but so far away from the TV show. He had idea, but maybe taking some people, going to some place, doing something, but he didn't
Okay.
know exactly. But then he met so many people, and he shared with them the idea. I shared with them, I'm producing now a TV show. I'm thinking about, there is a group of people, and every time that he talked to somebody, and he shared the idea, somebody told him, but maybe you can do like this. Maybe you can add this, and this is how he created this magnificent TV show, which made millions, or I would say like
Yeah.
so much money, and still running to this day, which is so funny, like so easy, but so simple, but then such a lucrative franchise, and all countries almost have their own version. But what I'm trying to say, sometimes we keep ourselves, there is difference. If you keep yourself just because you don't want others to know and take your ideas, whatever, it's kind of like you give a sign that there is not enough, and you sabotage your own work. But on the other end, when you just throw around like yes, I want to do this, I want to do this, and you didn't do anything, you just like throw words in the air, it's also not the right time to share. You need
Yes.
to start to do something, and then if you feel like there is a good person next to you, share it. Okay, don't come in a stance of okay, I have to keep this knowledge to myself, blah blah blah.
Yes, I think before I think it is because inside me, okay, when I share, I think the other person is jealous and give me negative energy. Okay, it's like when you see the success of another people, you hope to have a failure. These people is this
Do you?
no, but before I remember I sometimes yes, I am jealous about the success of other people. And I think if you are jealous, you become a failure. You. It's not the people. I think, yes, the best is to appreciate, to be grateful also for success of the people around you.
Well, I never heard it like this. You should be grateful for the success of people around you. That is so nice.
It's like if mm, if in your family one person have a success, you are happy. Okay, it's like um, to do the same things like one random person.
Strangers.
Yeah.
Yes. I think you're doing it very good, Fabio. You do it good. Also, I feel like also when we meet people, you give them. You give easily actually. Because you have this abundance energy, right? So you
Yes.
know that when you give, you get back.
I hope you are lucky in your future.
Everyone.
It's the best, yeah.
Oh, that's so nice, of course. Yeah. Why
Because you become this emotion.
exactly. I will not go so far to say that you also go and get rich or get happier or whatever, but it's true, you will. But you don't have to be focused about it. I'm doing it like, why should I, like, I suffer really when I wish somebody not good. I suffer.
Me too.
I cannot.
It's not
It's so
simple.
funny. It's so funny. I actually I can't. I don't know. I cannot. Like let's say I wake up and say somebody, I suffer myself. I don't want this energy. And even if I don't say it in words, I just feel it. The other person gets it, and I get this energy back. I don't want this. So I'm trying to be very nice. You think, Fabio, we should all also be nice to our enemies? Not enemies, like
Yes.
yes. I also believe like
If you want to do good things, yes. I think yes. I believe this.
if you want to do good
Or
things.
or just live. Okay, just walk in your life. Live this. Cancel this person. Your
Stay
enemy.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you have enemies, I think it's also unconsciousness. It shows a bit unconsciousness, right? Could be crazy people. There are crazy people, but if you stay in touch with them or in contact or close to them, it means that you're also unconscious a bit, right?
Yes.
I see a lot of madness around you. I'm gonna be honest. Like many people with big pain body that I see, they're just waiting for a chance to give you hate or violence even. I see this. I see it. I feel it. I stay away. I don't even continue. I just like, oh, thank you, bye.
Yes,
Go
and
on.
it's not simple to wish the success in this person.
It's
I
interesting.
don't know
Yeah,
if
it's not
is
easy.
yeah.
But do you need to give success
Ah,
to everyone?
I think no.
No, it's not like I give him like I don't wish him bad. I don't care. I just couldn't. I move on. But the issue is this: like really be grateful for everyone that is there. You open yourself to the abundance of the universe. Yes.
Yeah, I think yes. Um,
Okay. I want to continue. We continue, Fabio.
yeah.
Okay. So we worked about do not withhold help or information from others. Give them information. Give help. It's very important. And also, I want to read something really fascinating from the episode number 4 about this consciousness rising, and with the rising of the consciousness, so many groups are arising also. So Eckhart Tolle talks about it, and he writes, some people will feel called upon to form groups that reflect the enlightened consciousness. The, invid, the, invid, the individuals who make up these groups will have no need to define their identity through these groups. Constant alertness to the ego is required, since the ego will try to take over and reassert itself in any way it can. Dissolving the human ego by bringing it into their light of awareness, this will be one of the main purposes of these groups. Why did I wanted to read this group? Because I feel very connected to this kind of urge to have this kind of groups that talks about Eckhart Tolle. And he says like there is a danger. There is like something that these groups, these individuals need to remember, that the ego will try to creep in sometimes, but they have always have to leave some space. Even if we talk right now about the ego, there should be space of quietness, of peacefulness, of presence, that we don't engage too much in the words. We also give sometimes space for present. This was in one of these lectures, but also from the quote we can see it. Yes, constant alertness to the ego is required, since the ego will try to take over and reassert itself in any way it can. What do you think?
Mm,
Do you think it will help to have these kind of groups? Do you think it's important?
I don't know what you mean about the group. But why you need a group for this?
It's like an excuse. I just want to talk about it as much as I can, in any form, in any shape. Group will be nice because there are so many people.
Okay.
But that's a good question. Why do I don't need specifically a group. I just want the platform to continue to share these ideas.
I think it's 50%. You need a group, but you need also to be alone. You
Me?
can, yeah, you all person.
Okay.
For grow, you need to be alone, and you need to have person around you, because you can stay all your life in one mountain, but when you go in the city, you suffer so much. You are not to be able to control yourself. You can live all your life in the city, but when you go in the mountain, you suffer so much because you need the people. So I think the balance is to appreciate your individuality and appreciate the collective.
That's beautiful, Fabio. So I think, like you said, it's the balance.
Yes.
So important. So, for example, we are now in a really peaceful place, but I think in a few days we will have to. We are in Kenya right now, in Africa, really on a beautiful mountain in Kisumu, which is a beautiful place with a nice lake. It's so quiet. I don't remember the last time that I was in such a quiet space. It's so nice on the mountain. But I feel it. I feel like if I stay so long, I will miss the city life more. It is. You need a balance.
Yes, during my trip, sometimes I book a private room, sometimes hostel is for this.
So true.
Depends how feelings I have. Depends what I need in this moment.
What do you need now, Fabio?
Now, people.
Oh
But
wow.
some days I need myself. Especially in the night, I like to stay alone. Because I love to dream. Okay. I don't talk about dream with sleep. Okay. Dream with thoughts. I love the thoughts to
So
think.
okay, and you cannot dream when you sleep in a hostel?
No, I mean, I prefer to stay alone
Yeah, in the night.
in the
It's more.
night.
It's like protection also. Like nights can be so threatening, and
Yeah. Also, if I stay in hostel, okay, I can stay alone. This depends of
I
my
get you.
what I yeah.
So it's a balance.
It's a
It's a
balance.
balance. Okay, Fabio, thank you so much. We are now finishing chapter number 4, and we will continue with chapter number 5. Thank you for listening.
Ciao.